Temple at George Washington, Saturday, February 26th. This is my best bet video of the week. 5-0 with these on the season. We're going to try to make it 6-0. We're going to go with George Washington, and here is why. Temple comes into this game. I think this is a bad scheduling spot for Temple. The public's going to look for Temple to bounce back. After all, they won 8 games in a row before Wednesday night, and the public will be quick to dismiss that Wednesday loss because Temple traveled to Duke. You can't compare an Atlantic 10 team to an ACC team, let alone the number 1 team in the country in the Duke Blue Devils. I look at this differently. Yes, Temple won 8 games in a row. But when you're rolling along and then you lose a game, doesn't matter who it's to. The fact that it was against Duke just makes it that much better because it gets us still good line value because the public and Vegas will dismiss that loss and say, hey, it was Duke. But when you lose a game like that, what you get if you're a Temple player is you get a dose of reality. You're not as good as you really think. Yeah, you're good in the Atlantic 10, but when you step out of conference and play a powerhouse, well, you find out who the boss really is. So I think there's going to be a little bit of a carryover, hangover type effect for Temple in this game. They played on Wednesday and have to travel for a second straight game. After going to such a high-profile place as Duke and then going right back out on the road for a Saturday game, that is a big scheduling disadvantage. On the flip side, George Washington plays at home for the second game in a row. They played Wednesday against Charlotte, and it was really nothing more than a scrimmage as they rolled over Charlotte on Wednesday night, 74-57. This George Washington team has won 3 games in a row and 4 of their last 5. They're 5-0 against the spread in those 5 games. I look for George Washington to play a huge game on Saturday. You'll have a rabid crowd fan, and you'll be getting a team that is flying under the radar in the Atlantic 10 because of Xavier and Temple getting all of the ink in the conference. This is a team, you've heard me make this point many times this year, but this is George Washington's statement game on Saturday. I love to take a team in this situation as a home dog, and I feel George Washington is an absolute live home dog. They're getting 6.5 points here. I think they cover this game for sure. I actually also think they can win this game outright. It's a bad scheduling spot for Temple. I'm going to look for George Washington to pull the upset. Temple is 21-6 on the year. But if you break their season down to home and away, you'll find that Temple's 13-0 at home and just 8-6 on the road. That's a huge difference. They're just 2 games over 500 on the road, playing a very good George Washington team that, as I said, is flying under the radar. I like George Washington. Let's make them our video best bet of the week. Take George Washington. I have them winning the game 71-68. That's George Washington 71-68 as our video best bet for Saturday. Now, I'll be back here late Saturday. We'll take a look at a game for Sunday. We'll have our 3rd video pick of the week. As I said, the video games of the week, 5-0 this basketball season. Overall, we've cashed 8 winners in our last 10 videos. So best of luck with this play on Saturday. As always, thanks for watching. This is a pregame.com podcast, and we'll be back on Saturday night with a Sunday winner for you.